After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And some room to maneuver. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 96 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. Spins by. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Go set.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 40 yards. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go ahead, I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Washington now brings this out. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stretch play. This is Murray running left. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 103 yards on the ground here for Murray. He's got a 1st down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this 1st half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that 1st half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
A carry for Foreman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the 1st half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves.
And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, Sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Hubbard will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go play action with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Darnold. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Now here we go on fourth. Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run it left side with Murray. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Complete to Chenault. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. To about the 48-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Darnold. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A give running right is Hubbard. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This will be fielded inside the 5. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
Boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell.